Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to this episode of Reading Reviews. Today we're going to read Palm Springs 2020. I really enjoyed this movie. I like Andy Samberg. I enjoy his kind of humor, and I thought this movie was pretty cool. It was a modern day romantic comedy and a modern day remake of Groundhog's Days. Well, it's not technically a remake, but it's in the same, I would say, genre. It feels similar. It's on Hulu if you guys are interested, but let's just dive right in and read the reviews. Before I jump in, it has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I can see that, and 7.4 on IMDb, so it's a solidly, good movie. Okay, let's start with the 1-star reviews because we know this is going to be pretty funny. Only a prepubescent child would like this. Maybe prepubescent childs will like this movie. This is truly the most garbage movie I've seen. As a film student, I have no idea what this director was doing as he put this massacre together. The shots are random and unmotivated even for a comedy. I love comedies and Andy Samberg, but the writing is so awful. I don't see how a writer could be happy showing this to anyone, and the producers must have been so eager for a script they couldn't recognize how terrible it is. I'm sure the producers would not really care about the script. They'd care about the money. That's what producers do. They want to see revenue. No, they want to see profit, not revenue. The editing and sound mixing looks like they've been done by amateurs. Well, I wouldn't say that. Come on. Come on, guy. Come on, film student. Can you make something like this guy? Besides a few creative cinematic shots and the 3 or 4 decent lines of dialogue, there's absolutely nothing good about this film, and anyone who thinks this is great must have a very low intellect and appreciation of good films. Well, I don't know, there's a lot of anger in this review. I cannot tell why. I thought it was a good film. I don't know, maybe I have a very low intellect. Maybe they could have gone more cinematic for it. I don't even know what cinematic means. Is he talking about the aspect ratio that it was shot in? God knows what he means, but I don't know. I thought it was a good film. It definitely wasn't a film noir film, if that is what he's referring to in terms of cinematic shots. It wasn't a Brian De Palma film, but hey, I like the movie. Let's look at another 1-star review. Oh, this is gonna be good. Recycled boredom. Talented cast but pointless, unoriginal, and truly uninspiring. I don't think anyone had fun making it, and no one has fun watching it. The epic amount of fake reviews on this one is shocking. The average for this in time will be 4.3, not 7.5. No one I know likes it or could get through 15 minutes. And it's all industry people. Who is the exact audience for this garbage like this? Awful waste of Andy and Christina's time. A lot of hateful comments. I don't get what this person means by all industry people. I mean, most films are made by industry people, so. Well, I always say when people say that no one I know likes this, then you need to widen your friend circle. You need to be open to ideas that are different than yours. All right, let's see the 10-star reviews. Let's see how contrasting it is. It just feels like people are just hating on each other. It's like, oh, I hate you because you like this movie. Oh, I hate you because you hate this movie. Jesus. I think that's really the essence of a good movie. But when you hate it because you don't know why you hate it, because it shows you something so drastic an idea that you just can't comprehend it. Like, I fucking hate this movie. So maybe it is a good movie. Let's look at the 10-star reviews. All right. Honestly, I did not expect to love it, but it's a classic. I dislike it every time people say it's a classic, but I will say it is a good movie. In 10 years' time, we'll know if it's a classic or not. Until then, no, it is not a classic. This movie is utterly wonderful. It's heartfelt, romantic, real, and topical. I agree, it's heartfelt, romantic, real, and topical. If you've been in a relationship, you know how fucked up it is, and it's like really reminiscent of times now. Especially now, so. It made me laugh, think, and cry. It did make me think and laugh. I did not cry though. The Groundhog's Day setup may seem stale, but they get so much fresh ideas out of the concept that it solidifies this film as a cult classic. Well, I think people should stop comparing this film to Groundhog's Day. Groundhog's Day is a unique movie in itself that deals with, time loops. This is a unique movie in itself that deals with time loop, and come on, man, you can't compare Bill Murray to Andy Samberg. Everybody loves Bill Murray. And I hope everybody loves Andy Samberg. I really like him. He's pretty cool. But they get so many fresh ideas out of the concept that it solidifies this film as a future cult classic. Yeah, it does have a lot of fresh ideas. I thought it was cool how they try to really dig into why they're trapped in this time loop and how to get out of this. It's kind of cool. I thought it was like a really symbolic way of going into that relationship, like how they're trying to progress the relationship, because most relationships you start out with and it just feels like you're stuck in a loop, right? You do something, she gets mad, and she does something, you get mad, and you go through the cycle endlessly, and then until some point it's like, hey, why are we fighting with each other? Oh, we like each other, let's figure out how to get out of this fucking cycle. And so that's what I got from the movie, but maybe they didn't even think about it that way, but who knows. But I like I said, I dislike it when people say it's a future cult classic or it's a future classic. I don't, whatever. We'll know in the next 10 years, but I think it's a good movie. You should definitely watch it. Have an open mind and watch it. I was never really a Samberg fan. I am now. Yes! Another one on the Samberg train. Yeah. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know, people get mixed emotions about it, but I think he's funny and I think he's entertaining. You guys should definitely keep an eye on Andy Samberg. See, I like this review. See, no hating on people who do not like the movie. It's just like, hey, I watched this movie and I think it's cool. You should check it out. And here's why I think it's cool. I like reviews like that. I like reviews that really go into like, hey, this is what I liked about the movie. Check it out. Or this is what I didn't like about the movie, but you can check it out. All right. Let's read a longer one. Okay. Well, all the 10-star reviews are pretty short. Surprising. Okay. Let's read this one. What would you do if you lived the same day over and over again? Answer is, most people already do. You wake up in the morning, go to a job, get back home, hang out with family or friends, maybe do something in between and go to sleep. Living one day over and over is one movie concept that does get used every once in a while. And usually those movies are not very enjoyable to watch. I like some of the points that this guy is bringing up. Yeah, you do live in a loop every single day of your life, so I really can see how this movie is playing off of that. It's using the time loop situation to really amplify like mundane day-to-day life. So I thought that was pretty cool. And yes, it is a concept that gets used a lot. Okay, continuing. Why? It's a mix of how are they going to get out of this, character development, and finding new ways to enjoy life. I thought, yeah, I agree with that. That was pretty cool. Like, I think the way it differs from Groundhog's Day is that Groundhog's Day, Bill Murray had a great life. He loved his life and he was trapped. He wanted to leave, but he couldn't leave. Versus here, Andy Samberg is like, he's sick of his life. He thinks this is the coolest thing that's ever happened to him. He can die and nothing would happen. He can do whatever he wants and nothing would happen. He would just reset. So I liked how they used that. Palm Springs is similar to Groundhog's Day because of the repeating day concept, but they don't have much else in common. I agree. I completely agree. If you like movies about time, Groundhog's Day, or even Edge of Tomorrow, this movie is for you. Yeah, I guess so. I do like Groundhog's Day and Edge of Tomorrow. It is really a great combination of romance, comedy, and science fiction, and if you like a good laugh and a good romantic story, I would definitely recommend it. I agree with that also. Really well done by Hulu. Everything from acting to directing was done professionally and superbly. Netflix or Hulu movies have not been famous so far for their cinematic entertainment quality, so I was really surprised by Palm Springs. Well, to be fair, like, the whole idea of cinematic movies is kind of dying out because you just don't get that much time and money put into movies these days. It's like the age of the 80s is long gone. So the whole idea of like cinematic, I don't know what that misplaced understanding of cinematic is. We're just not in that decade anymore. But yes, a lot of the other points I do completely agree. I think this is a really interesting movie. Definitely check it out. You read the review, I gave you my thoughts. I definitely think you should check out Palm Springs. It's really an interesting movie. I really like how they used the time loop concept to really amplify a romantic comedy. It's really about two people meeting at a wedding of a mutual friend and then hitting it off. But I do like Andy Samberg. I do like time loop movies. But check it out, and thank you for watching. Keep an eye out for more episodes.